It's pretty heavy. Got an Insta360 Ace Pro 2 suspension seat post. This is my bike setup for Tour Divide. Supreme image quality. Chamois Butt'r Ultra Balm, very vital for my arse. XT15 bearings in the wheels. This is my Giant Revolt X that I just rode Unbound on, Unbound XL, and it's now set up for Tour Divide. So it's got SRAM, 40 tooth on the front, and a 1052 cassette on the back, all wireless. I'm going to be taking one spare battery with me so I can recharge on the go. My Restrap custom frame bag in the middle with lots of goodies in there, but I'll go on the outside first and then we'll dig into what I'm carrying in the bags. I've got crank rudder pedals, I've got a Fidlock bottle down here, which is super handy for just the extra water storage. I'm sure I'll be needing that at certain points during the divide. I've also got a Fidlock cage at the front here, and then I can strap basically any bottle that I get in any of the gas stations in here, so then I don't have to be emptying different things into different containers. I've got an exposure 6-pack on the front to illuminate the trail. Insta360 X5 to get any shots of me as we're riding along. I'm running a Garmin 1040 Solar to maximise the battery life, and then I'm running a Redshift Kitchen Sink with cruise control grips. So on the back here I've got my tripod, so my main aim for the event is to film it properly, and that requires having a good tripod. So I've got some Restrap fast straps just attaching the tripod onto the top here. So big tripod, 2 rear panniers. In the back I've got some antibacterial wipes. I've got my bivvy, so carrying a Rauben's bivvy, mountain bivvy. Sleeping bag, the comfort limit at 11 degrees. The other side I've got some just casual shorts, so I can wear non-cycling bibs. I've got a Catheter Cyclist buff, some arm warmers, 2 spare pair of socks, a KMC 12-speed spare chain, spare pair of bibs, got just a windproof, and I think the aim of the game is layers, Audax long sleeve, Catheter Cyclist thermal. Going on to the top tube bag, I've got some lip balm, a lot of Clif blocks, margarita, citrus, I've got strawberry, and then I've got black cherry down there as well. I have my toolkit, so all in a Restrap bag just to keep it all nice and tidy. I've got a spare exposure rear light, a boost star, and then I've got one on the back of the bike here as well. Tool wise, I've got toe peak, so I've got a toe peak tie lever set, which actually also has all the chain pliers and chain braking tool. I've got spare plugs and some brake pads. I've got a Restrap boot kit. I've got some Hutchinson spare valves. Got some spare cleats, spare bolts, rear mech hanger. I've got a CO2 head in case I get some CO2 when I'm over there. I'm not going to travel with it, but I might buy some in a bike shop. I've got a Leatherman, just a mini Leatherman, and a big Allen for my pedals. That's what's in my toolkit. And then I've got a buff. So this was given to me at Dale's Divide by Chris Ellison, and it's a Be More mic buff with, it's like kind of a mix of Tour Divide and Dale's Divide rolled into one. So nice bit there, and then it's got the border sign at the end, a nice picture of that. So that's, I can visualize where I'm going in Antelope Wells, New Mexico. The border station. I've got some patches to patch any tubes. I've got a spare tube. I've got a spatula for mud. I've got some zip ties. I've got some more fast straps in here. I've got an air tag hidden in here just in case someone walks off with my bike. And yeah, some zip ties. So that's all that's in the top here. In the kitchen sink bar here, under here, I've got several, well, probably like 9 or 10 Clif Bars in the front here. So that's super handy for them. Going into the frame bag. So in the bottom here, I've got some winter gloves. So we're going up quite high in some of the passes, so I thought winter gloves would be a good shout. Got some Capita Cyclist overshoes, some thinner gloves. There's the other winter glove. And I've got a rain jacket, just a shake dry rain jacket. I've got another spare tube, so I'm carrying 2 spare tubes. Going into that's the bottom compartment down here. The top, I've got a Rauben's Vapor blow up mat. Got leg warmers. I've got my Mountain Morph pump, so it's maybe a bit overkill having a pump this big, but it's not gonna let me down, and it's gonna make pumping those tyres up a bit easier if I have to do it. I'm also carrying some more brake pads, because it's a long way and you never know when, if it rains heavily and it gets gritty. So I've got some Jaguar Pro X disc brake pads for extreme conditions. I've got a first aid kit with a load of bandages, some ibuprofen, Imodium, a host of other like antihistamines and stuff like that, and some eye wash fluid. And then on the other side, I'm carrying just a head torch, just for basically when I'm at camp and stuff. I've got a life jacket, 50 plus, very high sun stick. Some more sun cream, 50 plus. I'm carrying a little bottle of lube for my chain. Carrying some Sudocrem. This is the Insta360 case, but I've got my spare battery, SRAM battery in there at the minute. I'm carrying some Voltarol gel, just in case my joints need it, and I've had good use out of this in the past. I think I used it in TCR last time, and yeah, it kept me going. I'm carrying some tissue paper and some chain wipes and disc brake wipes for cleaning stuff. I've got some vitamin tablets there to keep my health up, and yeah, another little first aid kit with some burn gel and some plasters and little bits like that. Something that's not quite as visible on the bike, I have enduro bearings in the bottom bracket. So I've got an XT15 bottom bracket, stainless steel headset bearings, and then I've also got XT15 jockey wheels in the rear. I've got Hutchinson Touareg tubeless tyres in 45mm, Redshift suspension seat post with a Fizik Antares adaptive saddle. So I'm also going to be carrying this. So this is my Restrap hydration vest with a bit more storage than the one I've used in the past. And in this, so I've got a bit more storage on the front here. So in these pockets I've got lots of Clif shots, and they'll go down, I'm sure, in the first few days. More Clif Bars in the front here, and then I've got a handy pocket here to store my phone. And then I've got 2 litres of water as a hydration vest in the back here. So even though it's heavy now, it's going to get heavier. I'm going to keep my passport on my back. US dollars. I think I might split up my cards a little bit just in case I lose this, and then it's not all going to be lost at once. But I think I'm going to carry that on my back, so if my bike does go, at least I'll got my passport. I've got a battery pack here. So this is a Nightcore 20,000 milliamp power bank. And then the overkill part of what I'm carrying, well, I'm filming on the Canon R6 Mark II right now, so that'll be my main camera for the trip. But this is the camera bag, and in the camera bag I've got all my batteries and stuff at the minute. So I've got an ND filter case, I've got a Canon charger, but if I had to carry this, it means I can charge 3 batteries at once, and I think that'll be like very useful when I'm in a hotel and want to charge things quickly. A power adapter. Got an Insta360 Ace Pro 2 with a Pro standard mount, so it can go in my mouth. And yeah, I get all the POV shots. And yeah, I've got great use out of this in all my videos. Spare batteries for that's for the Ace Pro 2, and then for the Canon R6. My SRAM battery charger. I'm also going to carry an Insta360 Go 3S, and that just means that I might get some weird shots. Could be useful, could be carrying it for no reason. But I'm not going for a fast time, I'm going to make a good video, so that could be useful. ND filter, and I've got a bunch of cables, earphones, lens wipe, and another wall plug. So that's what I'll be carrying my camera in, just to pad it out a little bit, keep it nice and safe. Then I've got my Capita Cyclist coat in here for easy access. I'll have to take my hydration vest off anyway to put it on, so I may as well have it on my back. I've got, then this is the overkill item. So in this I have a 70-200 Canon white lens for that supreme image quality, and yeah, it could it's pretty heavy with an ND filter on, and you better appreciate this, like insulated jacket, and that'll keep me warm, and it also pads out the camera gear. I have my Garmin InReach to just make sure you know where I am, and allows for the dot tracking. What else? Oh, shoes. So I've got my Fizik walking shoes, basically. A Giant Rev Pro helmet with a exposure Diablo on the front. It's MIPS. Quad lock mount for my phone, just in case I need that for navigation. And yeah, I've also put a bunch of stickers on the bike just to give it a bit of character. Now I've got to go and pack it into a cardboard box to get to Canada. So yeah, it's going to take me a while. I'll leave a link in the video description to all the Insta360 cameras and a full list of what I'm packing for the Divide. And it won't be long now until I'm in Banff and setting off to New Mexico.